lose.
Well, simply on paper, it appears to be the game of the year. 5-1 Somerville, their only loss in overtime to South Florence. And James Island, the Trojans have steamrolled everyone. Will there be a changing of the guard, or will Somerville still carry the Lowcountry torch? Early on, Somerville honoring their new school Hall of Fame class, Zach Bailey and TJ Hopkins among the honorees tonight. Green Wave up 7-0 late in the first half. Wild series of events to end the half. Big run from Raphael Puyu inside the 5-yard line, then things get wild. Connor Dantzler sacked on third down by Eli Presley, but he's called for a personal foul. Ian Rafferty not having it, not happy about the call. Quarterback sneak from Dantzler, lead is cut to 7-6. Here comes the extra point attempt as the Trojans try to tie this one up. However, the snap is mishandled. Brady Dantzler scrambles. He's going to find the big fella, Jay Morris, here, but Morris can't hang on. 7-6 Somerville at the break, third quarter. Trojans driving again. Malachi Washington with the big run for a first down here. But the Trojans would have to settle for a short field goal from Cody Linehart. 9-7 Trojans lead. Green Wave looking to answer, however. Max Stafford to Taru Davis for the first down. And the Green Wave is moving, but disaster strikes. Max Stafford loses the handle on the ball. The Trojans fall on it, and the score remains 9-7 heading into the fourth quarter. But the Green Wave and the rain take this one over the Trojans. 14-9 your final score in this heavyweight matchup.
Don't count out Stratford. Just don't do it. Down 17-0 last week to Berkeley. The Knights win 21-17. That's just good old-fashioned senior leadership from quarterback Jakin Davis. They get Lucy Beckham tonight. It is 14-7 Stratford up in the third quarter. Beckham hands it off to their tough back Jack LaMonica. That's a touchdown. The Bengals have this thing tied up, but Stratford races right back at the Malik McGowan. Look at him just running over dudes. Nice. And from there, Jakin Davis, quarterback keeper, into the end zone. Knights go up 21-14. Wild game. Stratford was down 1. They go for 2 with about 2 minutes left, and Stratford gets it. They win it 29-28, the final score.
Meanwhile, Berkeley and Goose Creek cheerleaders handling the heavy rain before the game.
What a shot.
I wouldn't call that handling it exactly. Opening kick by the Gators. Ball turned over. Defenders stripped the ball. It's going to be recovered by Goose Creek's Braxton Carlson, but they could not find the end zone. And then more struggles for the Stags as the punt is recovered by the Gators defenders. That would lead to a Goose Creek down on a short run by Jameer Hayward. It's going to be followed by the 2-point conversion coming up here as the Stags would haul it in. That would be Keller Watford on the catch. 8-3 Stags, and the Stags eventually pull away. No trouble trampling the Gators in this one. 45-3 is the final score from the Creek.
Well, the student section at West Ashley doesn't care about the rain. We pick up this game tied 6-6. Fort Dorchester driving to the goal line. Mikkel Worthen powers down the middle, 10 yards for the score. Fort D is up over the Wildcats 12-6. Next series, Wildcats can't move the ball. Backed up to their 15. Snap is high and the kick is blocked. Fort D recovers on the 3-yard line, almost a carbon copy of their previous score. Worthen again powers up the middle. It's another Fort score. Fort wins a close one over West Ashley tonight, 25-21 the final.
Meanwhile, Ashley Ridge hosting Stahl, and Ryan Campbell doing more in 2 minutes than most teams do all day. But it starts with the opening kick. And Ashley Ridge's Jagger Spivey on the return finds a seam, and it's Jagger Spivey like a rolling stone rumbling down the field and finding the end zone, and before the players can even get wet, it's 7-0 Ashley Ridge.
How about moves like Jagger?
Moves like Jagger, absolutely, if you're more of a Maroon 5 guy. Meanwhile, Stahl on the ensuing kickoff. Well, things don't go quite as well as they did for Ashley Ridge the Foxes pick the pocket there. Good field position for the Foxes, and Ryan Campbell hauls in the Trevor Kalish pass for the score. That makes it 14-0 Ashley Ridge in the blink of an eye, and then Stahl has to punt it away. Bad kick is partially blocked, and more good field position again for the Foxes. And it doesn't take long for Ryan Campbell to work his magic again. Some nifty moves Watch this quick cut back here, and he's going to be off to the races and headed to the house. 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes for Campbell. 21-0 Foxes. No contest for Ashley Ridge. They win it over Stall, 56-12, your final score.
I don't know if that was partially blocked. That looked quite blocked. The rain was in my way.
I think the rain helped block it right there, too.
There you go. We'll be back right after this.
This is Knights Company's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Crew Chevrolet on News 4.
Call it a wake-up call. Maybe it's exactly what they need. Each and every week, we've sat up here and just pumped the tires of the dominant Bishop England Battling Bishops.
But they went down to Hilton Head Island and were dominated in every facet of the game. Tonight, they look to rebound against another Beaufort County school.
And the Sharks of May River already led 14-0 in the third. When they try to go to work again, Sean Mitchell gonna find a hole, and he has got plenty of running room ahead, but the drive would end up stalling out. The May River defense, meanwhile, would keep Bishop England at bay as they will bring down the quarterback, the star, the future Campbell Camel, Quinn Mahoney. But they did manage to move further downfield. Mitchell Plaisance with a big run, which eventually leads to a touchdown. Our affiliate in Savannah tells me he missed the touchdown because rain got in his camera, so enjoyed telling management about that one. Anyway, May River takes this one over, and May River will win this game over Bishop England 14-7, 2 straight losses for BE.
Oceanside visiting North Charleston tonight at District 4 Stadium. First play from scrimmage, Zakai Munski. Nice run deep into Cougars territory. From there, it's going to be Muncie. He's going to finish it up for the score, and Oceanside is up quickly. The air game working as well. Even in the rain and wind, Aiden Manavian to Tyler Garner, and he's going to be gone all by himself. He gets behind the defense. No one's going to catch him for the touchdown. And that was only the beginning. Manavian, he's going to go deep to Terrence Johnson for the touchdown. Oceanside all over North Charleston tonight. 49-6 is your final.
Earl Brown Jr. and the Burke Bulldogs hosting Philip Simmons tonight at Stony Field. First drive for Philip Simmons, and it goes quite well. Hayes Goddard to Blake Johnson. This is a nice first down pass and catch. Then it's Goddard finding Ashton Kellerman, who does the rest of the work. And Kellerman, who we call his name every week like several times, he is in for the score. It is 7-0 Iron Horses on top. More in the next drive for the Horses. Same two, Goddard and Kellerman. Another touchdown connection, and Philip Simmons takes it to Burke in this one. 63-0 is the final score from downtown Charleston. Hanahan with two convincing wins over Andrews and Timberland, but blown out last week. But that was to Oceanside, the same Oceanside team that beat Dutch Fork. So just throw that one away. Can Hanahan knock off 3 straight schools with players more on their own level, if you will? So it is, well, pouring down rain, but all smiles from the homecoming king and queen. Long toss by Orangeburg Wilkinson's Brendan Peoples to Dalen Haltewanger, just missing the TD, and the Bruins, they fail to capitalize. Hawks QB Trip Gallus with the pass. Grayson Mathis for the first down, pulling it in. That sets up Hanahan's Quamel Grant, rolls out and pass to a wide open Mathis for the short touchdown. Missed 2-point conversion, keeps it tied at 12 in the third. Bruins, though, they beat the Hawks. Jason Tide calls this a potential scorigami. I like it. 18-12 is the final.
Meanwhile, Andrews at Woodland. Andrews down big in the second quarter, 21-7, but that really wouldn't matter. Andrews, the quarterback, takes it in for the short touchdown run. Just like that, they are back in at 21-14. Andrew then kicks. It's going to go off a Woodland player, and the Yellow Jackets recover it, and that would lead to A.J. Lee taking it in for the score, 21-20, and Andrews is going to end up winning it over Woodland by the final of 34-29. Meanwhile, a soggy and chilly night in West Ashley didn't stop these fans from coming out to watch ACMAG's Owen George against Timberland. He's going to air the ball out to Timberland's Carter Hawkins. Even in the rain, Hawkins' talons pulling the ball for the interception. With the turnover, Timberland's Malik Goodman calls his own number, bobbing and weaving. He breaks one tackle, has one man to beat, and with his helmet flying off, saves the touchdown. However, a few plays later, Goodman connects with Carter Hawkins, the man with talons for hands, for 6. He must be a superhero.
I think Brian Hines was going for like the hawk, like
talons.
Hawkman.
Okay,
yeah, hawks and talons. His name is Hawkins. I got it.
I get it. I'm not a comic book guy, but I can figure it out. Long kick. The rain plays havoc. Timberland fumbles. AC Mag gets the ball back. The very next play, it's ACMAG's turn to turn over the ball. Boy, Mother Nature just doing a job on all of these teams tonight. Timberland takes advantage, and Goodman bulldozes his way for 6 more. At the end of the first quarter, 14-0 Timberland, and Timberland gets the shutout 49-0.
How about we head out to Cross tonight, and it is the Cross Bend Blue out there, and it's Cross ball taking on Scotts Branch. Tyler Harris finds Mackay Green. Mackay darts down the sideline for the touchdown. Cross would go for 2 after he scores. Whoa, almost got ripped his head off there. Good Lord. But they hand off the ball to William Grant for the conversion right here. Cross, man, they are another state championship contending team this year. They did it last year, making it all the way to the finals. Then it is Caden Ramsey, future Gamecock, big third down later in the possession, and then Khalil Levine will take it and power up the middle and drags a couple of players across the plane for the touchdown, and Cross pulls away from Scotts Branch. 38-14 is the final. Stay with us. Skiza Pleasa after this.
is Knights Company's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Crew Chevrolet on News 4.
The target now squarely on their back since Northwood Academy knocked off Hammond. The Chargers are the chased, not the chaser, by every team in Skeeza.
That's right, including Porter Gowd, a team that is back after 4 straight losses. They beat Ben Lippen 38-0 a week ago.
All right, so let's head out to Porter Gowd. Wet snap, bad snap, not good. Porter Gowd, it's good for them. Alan Chisholm with a big sack for the Cyclones right there. But Northwood Academy, their offense is good, real good. Short touchdown run for Caven Ford right here for the Chargers, and they will not be done after that. They'll keep going. Man, Johnny Waters has just got it rolling with them. It's Caven Ford again, a longer touchdown right here, and they beat Porter Gowd 34-7, the final from Singleton Field. Let's head over to Raiders country out in St. George. Homecoming, Dorchester Academy looking good. Drop snap by the Clarendon Hall punter gives Colson Williams a chance to put Dorchester Academy in very good field position, and they do just that. Here comes the Raiders offense. John Quattlebaum going to hand it off to John Wetzel for the 15-yard touchdown. Makes it 7-0 DA, and the Raiders would keep on scoring and scoring and scoring. They win big over Clarendon Hall tonight. 60-0 is the final score.
Hilton Head Christian hosting First Baptist, and the Eagles would get things going on their very first possession. Quarterback Krez Langhals calls his own number, and he's all the way down inside the First Baptist 5-yard line. They would eventually finish it off on the next play. Coming up right here as Langhals pitches it to Hudson Baker, who takes it in for the score. The PAT was no good. 6-0 Hilton Head Christian. And then after a First Baptist field goal, the Hurricanes defense strikes. Kabion Asbury comes up with the big interception right here. And that would eventually lead to a tying field goal. The Hilton Head Christian defense would stiffen the rest of the night en route to a 33-6 victory.
Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
This is Knights Company's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Crew Chevrolet on News 4.
Welcome back. A couple other scores to update you on. Beaufort over Colleton County 14-0, and Baptist Hill over Branchville 20-13, the final there.
We got plenty of college football tomorrow, like a lot of it. How about we'll start off with SC State and North Carolina A&T. That's an early one. Valdosta State and the Citadel, 2 o'clock game at Johnson Haygood Stadium. And don't overlook Valdosta State. They're a pretty good Division II program. They're up for national titles year in and year out. Tennessee Tech, number 10 team in the country in FCS football. They're at Charleston Southern tomorrow, 4 o'clock at Buccaneer Field. Then Clemson and Boston College will go at it. 7:30 up in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts. South Carolina LSU, 7:45 down in Baton Rouge tomorrow. That will be a very interesting ball game. Prediction on that one?
Oh man, I don't know. LSU at night, tough. I'd say LSU by 10, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave it at that.
I'm trying to be realistic.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Well, that'll do it. Thanks so much to our photographers tonight who braved the rain. It was not fun out there. For Webb, I'm Scott. Have a great night. We'll see you again for college football Saturday tomorrow.